Hello students, welcome to another video of this chapter, that is on the electrical systems and the instruments of the 2 and 3 wheeler technology. Now this will be the last lecture of this syllabus of the 2 and 3 wheeler technology. So let's see some of the components which are left about this chapter of the electrical systems. In the previous video we saw about the instruments of the electrical systems such as battery ignition system, magneto ignition system and electronic ignition system. We saw about the magneto ignition system in the previous one. In this we will see about the battery ignition system. Right, so in the case of the battery ignition system, you can see the proper diagram for the battery ignition system, in which you can see the number of components which are required for the ignition system using the battery. In the previous one, magneto was used in place of the battery, in which whenever we apply the kick force, the magneto rotates. Because of the magneto rotation, magnetic field was generated, and from that the current was generated to the spark plug. Now in this case of the battery ignition system, the battery supplies the current and the voltage to the spark plug. In the arrangement you can see the ignition coil is given. The same ignition coil is also given in the magneto ignition system as well. In this ignition coil, primary and the secondary windings are given. In the case of the primary winding, if the number of turns are around 100, then in case of the secondary winding, the number of turns will be around 10,000 to 20,000. Because as I said earlier, the voltage which is required for the spark plug in case of the petrol engine will be around 11,000 to 20,000 watts, and our battery supplies 12 volts. So because of that, the voltage amplification is required, and for that amplification of the voltage, the ignition coil is given. With the ignition coil we have connected the spark plug. But towards the right side of the circuit, you can see there are two components, that is condenser, and the second one is the cam, which is connected with the breaker point. Cam is given to give the arrangement or to give the timing of the spark to the circuit. When the cam position is proper, at that time the circuit will be completed, and at that time the spark will be generated. It will depend on the firing order of the two-wheeler. Generally the two-wheeler uses a single cylinder engine, and for that single cylinder engine mostly only one type the spark will be given. Right. The function of the condenser, as I told you earlier, is that to provide the reverse flow of the current so that the current is amplified. Right. First the current is absorbed in the condenser, and then it is been reversed by the help of the capacitor, or we can say with the help of condenser. Right. So the third type of the ignition system is known as an electronic ignition system. Right. Now the electronic ignition system, according to its name, works automatically on the function of the sensors. Here is you can see the basic circuit of the electronic ignition system. In the case of the system, you can see the number of sensors that is used. The main sensor which is required for this system is a crank sensor. The crank sensor is connected with our crank, which is being generated by the engine. When the crank rotates, the crank sensor gives the feedback to the ECU. The ECU further gives the order to the battery. According to the crank position, the spark will be generated with the help of same ignition coil arrangement. Just the operation of the electrical ignition system will be automated by the help of the sensor. But how the spark is generated will be similar to the previous two types, that was magneto ignition system and battery ignition system. So these three are the types of the ignition systems that we use. Now here is one simple example of the spark plug that we generally use in case of the two-wheelers or either four-wheelers as well. Whenever we are talking about the petrol engine, we are using the spark plug. The main component of the spark plug are there two electrodes. One is the central electrode and the second one is the ground electrode, right? two electrodes are given in case of the spark plugs. The spark plug is being covered with the help of the core. Also, the gap is provided between those two electrodes. That spark gap gives us the value or the intensity of the spark plug. If the value of the gap is changed, then the intensity of the spark will change, and throughout, because of that, the performance of the engine will also change. So that spark gap is generally measured at a regular interval, and that value should be in the given interval so that we are getting proper spark intensity. Also, you can see the ceramic resistor is being connected with the spark plug, and above the spark plug the insulator is given so that we do not lose any energy which is being given during the ignition system. Next is the lighting system. Now, in the case of the lighting system, there are different types of lights which are being used in case of the two-wheelers. Here you are seeing the diagram for the headlight and the tail light, or we can say the brake light of the spark plug. In the case of the lighting system, headlight and tail light both are connected with our battery system. In the case of the headlight, we are providing the reflector which gives us the higher intensity or higher beam light. Also, in case of the headlight, there are two light bulbs are given, one for the head beam and second for the lower beam. Right, you can see high beam and lower beam light are given in the case of the headlight, and the tail light is connected with our braking system. Whenever we apply the brake, at that time the tail light is being illuminated, which gives us the reading that the brake is being applied by the driver. So these are the basic two lights. Rather than that, other lighting system consists of the side lights which have been given in the case of the two-wheelers as well at the front side, same as the rear side. You can see the turn signal relay is connected with our lighting system in case of the side lights, which are being connected in case of the lighting system. So these are the various type of the lights which are connected in the lighting system of the two-wheelers as well. Next is the horn. Now, horn is a simple arrangement which gives us the noise whenever we press the button. In the case of the horn, you can see the basic circuit of the horn which is being used in case of the vehicle. In that case, the relay provides the proper vibrations which is being required for the horn. Whenever we press the horn switch, the relay provides the vibrations in the windings which you can see. That windings further provides the force to the diaphragm, and that diaphragm transmits the vibration to the tone disc which is connected with the diaphragm. That tone disc provides the noise which gives the readings or which gives the value of the noise which is being required for the horn. So this is simply how the function of the horn works. Next is the handlebar controls. How the handlebar controls are generally given in case of the two-wheelers. This is the right handlebar that you can see in the figure. In the right handlebar, you can see mostly first the accelerator will be given on the handle. The front brake lever is given with the accelerator. The start switch and also the engine stop switch are generally provided on the right side of the handlebar. Right, this is the basic view or disassembled view of the right handlebar. In that case, you can see the accelerator grip is connected with the cable adapter, and in that cable adapter we connect the accelerator cable with the help of the cable nipple. That cable adapter is connected with the bevel gear. That bevel gear transmits the motion of our hand to the cable in the reciprocating motion. The second figure you can see is the left handlebar controls. In the left handlebar controls, you can see the horn switch is given, the side light switch is given, also the passing light which gives us the high beam headlight is also given. In the left side, the clutch lever or either the rear brake lever is provided depending on the type of the two-wheeler that we are using. So these are the simple controls which are given on the handlebar of the left and the right side. These are the instruments and indicators which has been given to the dashboard of the two-wheelers. Mostly the normal indicators will be an speedometer, odometer, coolant level indicator and the oil level indicator, which are given in the digital meters nowadays in case of the motorcycle. Also there is one new feature that shows the eco indicator, which gives us the value if our vehicle is being run at the economy or not. The engine troubleshooting warning light, the RPM indicator, the selection button, the high beam indicator. Whenever we are providing the high beam headlight, the indicator will show you. Also other indicators depending on the vehicle will be given on the dashboard of the vehicle. In the case of the recent advances that we are using in the vehicle, the first one can be the side stand and ignition interlock system, in which whenever our side stand is in downward position, the ignition will not start. So this type of circuit will be given in that case. If the side stand is in downward position, then the engine switch will not start because of the turn signal side stand relay will not allow the circuit to close, and the ignition switch will not operate until we keep the side stand in the upward position. Right, so this is one of the recent advances that we use nowadays in the two-wheelers. And the second one is the stepping motor. Right, the stepping motor is a newer advance in the case of the two-wheelers, which is generally used with the indicators that we saw in the previous slide. Right, in that case the stepping motor uses the different sensors, and with that sensors it shows us the readings of all the values with only one component. Right, in the manual readings all the values will be shown with different components, but this one component shows you the reading of all the components that we are required to be seen on the dashboard. You can see first the crank position sensor, engine coolant temperature gauge, fuel level gauge, speed sensor. All the things are connected with our one component that is known as the stepping motor. So these are the two recent advances that we use in the two-wheelers nowadays. So this was it in this chapter. So here we commence the syllabus of the two and three-wheeler technology. We will again start with the new lecture series. Until then, thank you so much.